right, so in this problem here, I want to talk a little bit about choosing the inequality symbols based off of graphs, and then also talk about what it means to be a solution to an inequality. So for the first one, what I want you to do is I just want you to choose the symbol and plug it in right where this line here is for both of these. Remember to think about open versus closed circles and then which way the arrow is pointing. So we'll go ahead and pause here and we'll talk about the answers in a little bit. So for this first one, we have a open circle, which in this one here, what that means is that our variable cannot be equal to 5. And what that tells us is that our symbol is either going to be a less than or greater than. It's not going to be a less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, because we know that this open circle says it's not going to be equal. Now we have to look at which way is the arrow pointing. Now remember, all of these values here that this line is on are possible solutions to the inequality, meaning A could be 6. So if we were to have this right here, then, well, which one of these makes the inequality true? Well, 6 is not less than 5, it is greater than 5. So what that means is that in our inequality, A is greater than 5. Now, don't get confused here. I'm not trying to say it's equal to. This is just like a blank space to put in between. So in this one here, we have A is greater than 5. Now, what I mean by solutions to inequalities is that all of these numbers here, if you're looking at a graph, any number along this line is a solution to the inequality. It's a number that we could plug into this variable, which makes this inequality true. Same thing here, if we have just a inequality, A is greater than 5, the solution to the inequality is any number that makes it true. So in this case here, 6 is a solution to this inequality. Now the second one here, we have open or closed circles. So the second one, we have a closed circle. So what that tells us is it tells us that the variable could be equal to 3. So in this case here, that tells us that we're going to have less than equal to or greater than or equal to. And in this one here, we see that, okay, it could be 2, it could be 1, it could be 0. So if we're going to plug this in, 2 is blank, then 3, if we know it's going to be one of these two, well, 2 is less than 3, so we have 2 is less than or equal to 3. So that is what goes in our inequality. So solutions to these inequalities, now this is the exact same as the previous one, anything along this line, but it also includes, since it's a closed dot, this number right here, because 3 is less than or equal to 3, because it's equal to it. Same with this inequality here. Any number that we could plug into B that makes this statement true is a solution.